Hi Foodie Friends, and welcome back to another video. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you how I make these delicious and chewy soft-baked gingerbread cookies. If you're not into the classic gingerbread or ginger snap cookies, but love that gingerbread flavor, then this recipe is for you. Not a baker? No worries. I will be sharing my tips and tricks with you throughout this video, so make sure to watch till the end. Let's get started. So step number 1 in this recipe will be to cream your butter and your sugar. For this step, it's best to use a hand mixer or a stand mixer. I have my hand mixer set to medium speed, and we're going to continue mixing until we achieve a paste-like consistency. So this process took me about 3 to 5 minutes, and my general rule of thumb is if you think your butter and sugar are creamed, you need to continue for at least a couple more minutes. Next, we're going to add in 1 egg into our mixture. Then, add in your vanilla extract, and this can be pure or artificial. Now for the most important ingredient in our cookies, molasses. Molasses is important because it makes your cookies really soft and chewy, but it also gives gingerbread cookies that brown color that we're looking for. If you don't have molasses, don't you worry. You can substitute the 1/4 cup in this recipe with 2 tablespoons of honey mixed with 2 tablespoons of brown sugar. Now it's time to mix all of our wet ingredients. As you can see, I got really tired mixing it by hand, so I switched back over to my hand mixer. Continue mixing on medium speed until you can no longer see any lumps in your batter. We are done with our wet mixture, so we can set this to the side and work on our dry ingredients. To our flour, we're going to add in the salt and baking soda. Then we're going to add in the spices that make up that gingerbread flavor. 2 teaspoons of ground ginger, 1/8 of a teaspoon ground cloves, 1/8 of a teaspoon ground nutmeg, and 1 teaspoon of ground cinnamon. Feel free to adjust the measurements of these spices. If you like a cookie with a kick, don't be afraid to add in more cinnamon and ginger. Mix your dry ingredients thoroughly. Once done, it's time to combine our dry ingredients with our wet ingredients. For this step, I like to use more of a folding motion instead of mixing. In the video, you can see that I'm taking the flour from the sides and bottom of the bowl and bringing them upwards. We're going to continue this process until we no longer see any of the dry ingredients in the bowl. And now that our cookie dough is done, it's time to add in our mix-ins. In this video, we're using white chocolate chips. Feel free to use any type of mix-in you like or leave them out, totally up to you. To scoop out my cookie dough and make sure they're even, I'm using my medium ice cream scooper, and this recipe will yield 12 medium cookies. If you don't have an ice cream scooper, you can also just use your hands. Your cookies may not end up uniform in size, but that's okay too. This next step is not necessary, and honestly, I only do it for aesthetic purposes. I'm just going to take a 1/4 cup of the white chocolate chips and add them to the top of my cookie, so that when they come out of the oven, you can really see the chocolate chips on top of the cookie. Our next step is to chill these cookie dough balls for at least 30 minutes in the fridge. The reason why we do this is that chilling the cookie dough actually solidifies the fat in the cookies, so when you bake them, they don't spread out as much, so we're left with really chewy and thick cookies. Once your cookie dough balls have chilled, it's time to bake them. I'm going to set them on a baking tray at least 2 inches away from each other, and on a standard tray, I can bake 6 cookies. Out of the oven, let your cookies cool for about 10 minutes, and ta-da! We are done! We have just made the most delicious soft-baked gingerbread cookies, and I hope you enjoy them. If you guys like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already to see some more yummy recipes from me. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.